questions. Has the national government been paying attention to us?
No!
Have they been doing the will of the people?
No!
Have they lived within the boundaries of the Constitution?
No!
This fight today is for our 9th and 10th Amendments rights. This was so important to the founders of Virginia that they refused to sign the U.S. Constitution unless the Bill of Rights was included in our Constitution.
Yeah.
We can make a difference here today, and the sacrifice we're asking you to make is not that big. If you think about the winner at Valley Forge, and they fought for our freedom. What we're asking today is for you to send emails, phone calls, turn off the TV, and get your neighborhoods, and your churches, and your civic organizations involved for fighting for our freedom. And as many have said before me, this goes beyond today. You must persist. You must have a commitment and be involved. But we're going to take it to the next level after this legislation. And it won't just be about electing people who stand up for us, but we are going to take over the Republican and the Democrat Party and make sure that they stand up for rights of the Constitution. Those elections are coming up in the next 3 to 4 months, so I encourage you to get involved in your unit chairs, Republican, Democrat, or Libertarian, and make sure that the Tea Party Patriots have a voice in determining the direction of our country and our Commonwealth. We can make a difference here. And let's just be clear, because I've read some blogs. We are focusing on state rights, but we are not going to leave D.C. alone on that nationalized health care. And when we go out there, we will.
I want to die.
We are making history here today. The next big event will be April 15th. The Richmond Tea Party will have our tax day rally here. And I want everyone to come back because it's important that we stay in the face of our legislators. But I will close with this. We are making change, and we're going to give change and hope a major facelift.
A couple of years back, we had a transportation bill that had an element of taxation without representation in it, passed by Republican legislators, and the former Republican chairman of the party, Pat Sweeney, took it to the Supreme Court. Bob Marshall's help. You're about to hear from the man that argued his oral arguments against our current governor when he was AG because he defended it, which was wrong. Pat Sweeney, constitutional lawyer, my friend.
I'm told we can't be seen unless we stand on the top step. I think I can get down there. This is very gratifying. Very gratifying. I've told some, I've been coming to rallies here or up the street since 1952, and this is the largest rally I can remember. Now, just to be sure we get the count right, I want to start down here with Ron and just keep going.
50 of us!
I'm willing to bet, and I work for the FBI during the May Day demonstrations. They know how to count.
I still can't get over how many they were trying to say in D.C.
They're somewhere between 10,000 and a million. They didn't ask the FBI because they are paid to know. Just take any group and count the people and then estimate how many groups of that size are here. There are well over 1,000 people here. Bob Marshall insisted I come up before he. I'm the warm-up act. There are two facts that I think everybody in Virginia should focus on. The first is that last year, we were told that in 2006, the total revenue for all personal property tax, all personal income taxes paid in the United States was approximately $1 trillion. We were told within this fiscal year that in this fiscal year we will have a federal deficit of $1.4+ trillion. Second, the second fact is related to that. Jamie's right about the founders. They insisted on the Bill of Rights as a condition. They also attached another condition called the reservation. The delegates who barely passed, who barely voted in favor of adopting the Constitution in 1788, I can see the building which stands on the spot where they met. They reserved the right in Virginia as a sovereign state to declare when the Constitution had been violated. It reserved the right to withdraw. Now the reason I mention those two facts is we have, as John Taylor pointed out, an entirely different creed, an entirely different philosophy in Washington. They have forgotten or ignored what the founders believed. Not just the founders, but the founding generation. The entire founding generation, whether they agreed or not, all accepted the principle that the things that were argued to the people when the Constitution was ratified meant something, because they were forming a compact. When those very words, which were uttered by people no less than an advocate for a strong national government, Alexander Hamilton, Hamilton recognized in Federalist 83 that we have only enumerated powers, that broad language like general welfare gave general police power to the federal government. There would be no need for those enumerated powers. He wrote that to induce people to accept the Constitution. It was barely accepted in his own state and in Virginia. They don't have the right to change the terms. Unfortunately, in the last century, Chief Justice Charles Edmund Hughes said, "We're under a Constitution, but the Constitution is what the judges say it is." The Constitution says, and this will have some bearing on the two bills that I'm going to mention at the very end. The Commerce Clause provides Congress shall have the power to regulate commerce among the several states. Very simple. The Supreme Court has said at least twice that it has the power to construe the Constitution to mean that Congress has power even when commerce is not involved. Let me ask you a few questions. This is the device we use to get through our program quickly. Did the founders give us a Constitution that confers general police power on Congress? No! Did the founders give us a Constitution that transformed the several sovereign states into mere administrative arms of the national government? No! Did the founders give us a Constitution under which a